Cade, week 3 done.
Yep.
How's it feel to get through 3 weeks and what you've enjoyed so far about being here at Indiana State?
It's hard to believe the summer's halfway over but it's been good. First few weeks were definitely an adjustment period with the new system and everything. Being in the same system for 5 years is going to take a little bit of time, but the guys have really taught me a lot of things. Coach is really in depth with everything, so we're coming along nicely.
Even though it's a different system and a lot of things for you to learn, how can your past experience in college help a relatively young team?
So I think, anytime you come from the D2 level, people are going to say, oh, it's a different level. But, we had a lot of success, multiple conference championships, made it to the Elite Eight. So I know what it takes to get there. And, being a 6-year, just coming in with these younger group of guys, I think I can bring a lot, just knowledge-wise, experience-wise, just building daily habits. That's a big thing for you guys here.
You mentioned those daily habits. What's the most important daily habit that you feel that you have as an attribute and you're trying to instill?
I think my work ethic, I wouldn't be here if I hadn't, instilled that myself from a young age. And then also just bringing a competitive desire every day. Coach said that was something they were lacking last year. So every day, we're pushing the guy ahead of us. And, iron really does sharpen iron. And I think, as the season goes on, you'll see some different guys get some playing time because of it.
With you being at Truman, you've had some experience going up against some Valley teams, and Truman obviously has played us in the past. But from afar, not necessarily being in it, what were your biggest observations of the Valley and what you are going to enjoy most about being able to play in the league?
Highly skilled, very physical, a little bit slower pace. I worked out with Garrett Sturz, Austin Fife, so I'm very familiar with the conference. It's a great brand of basketball. Growing up as a kid, this is the conference I wanted to play in, so just really happy that this is my last year.
Is Sturz actually, he looks like he's 40 years old.
Yeah.
Is he actually the age that he says he is?
Yeah, he is. He is. No, he's a really good player, and we were in the same conference in high school and then played some AAU together, but he's a really talented guy.
When you look at this system, you talk about what you can bring despite systems being different in your careers. What intrigues you about this current system and the differences?
I just think the freedom offensively. Where I came from, it's kind of more of a continuity offense. Here, it's really it's structured, but there's a lot of randomness. I like that. I like that playmaking side of things. And then defensively, the key on defense is just communication and flying around. There's a bunch of different ways you can play it, but at the end of the day, you got to be on a string and as a unit. Kind of keep things out in the lane, and from there, contest jump shots. So that's kind of what we've been practicing here the first 3 weeks.
To have Mason here with you, how big of a plus is that?
Yeah. We didn't, I talked to him about it. We didn't talk besides our options, but I wanted him to come here selfishly, but he did end up coming. It's a really cool experience for us. He's probably my best friend back from Truman, so to come here together for a last year, it's really meaningful.
It really seems like he's been a huge part of you guys this summer. Not that none of you guys don't do 100% all the time, but has that always kind of been Mason Miller, just the guy that's going to bust his rear end all the time?
Yeah, Mason, he's a coach's dream. He's undersized, shoots it well, plays hard, shows up every day, does extra. That's kind of the DNA of where we came from. And like I said, we wouldn't be here if that's not how we were. So I think that's something we really bring, and I think it's going to rub off on the guys. Not everybody's going to have the same work ethic, but if we can raise that level to a certain standard, I think that's going to really help the program.
You and Trent, of course, with just 1 year left, you're not just coming here for a honeymoon phase. You're coming here to get results right away. Knowing that hunger you guys have, how can that impact this team positively?
Yeah, I think, like they said, the guys who stayed, they knew who was coming in, and we knew who was coming back. So there's going to be a lot of competition, but also at the same time, we want to see each other succeed. And whatever it's going to take for us, to get that Missouri Valley Conference title, that's the goal. We're going to be willing to do it.
Do you feel like you're intermixing well with the guys who have been here and, of course, the other newcomers and the young guys you're trying to mentor?
Yeah, on the visit here, I was really comfortable with the guys. And just, obviously it's going to take some time, to kind of get in the in-group. But, we're starting to find our way and every day getting more comfortable. They've kind of taken us under their wing with the system and things. And then hopefully as time goes along, I can teach them things, the other way.